Hey, Derek Sharp here. Okay, so in this section, we're going to be discussing the content and video section. This one right here. And this is the meat and potatoes of your Hangout page. So let me jump over to the Hangout page. This is where we left off. We have our banner. I'm going to click this arrow here just so you can see it. We have our notification text right here where I'm highlighting. We have our left banner and we have our right banner. So coming back over here, I mentioned this is the meat and potatoes of building your Hangout site. So let's get right into it. And I'm going to go over your background image. I'll go over your background color. We're going to go over buttons. We're going to go over Facebook comments. We're going to go over your content. If you want to tell people about your site, we're going to go over some, let's see, it's a lot of stuff in here. So let's just get right into it. So again, here's an overall view of our page. And let's just start right at the top. So I'm going to display my image that I have here. We have a resource here if you want to get background images. These are some really nice looking background images that you can download. They have different categories that you can choose from. So let me just click on this so you can take a look at it. Takes a second to come up. So you can download these images here. They are huge images, so they won't be pixelated at all. So that's a great resource. By clicking here, you can go to the site and download some background images. So I have my background in here. I'm going to select, actually, let me start with color. When we started with the tutorial, I was showing you different colors that you can use. So I just want to backtrack a little bit just to show you that, just in case you don't remember. You can just drag around here. I'll do this burgundy type color, and we'll hit save. Come over to our Hangout page, refresh it, and we have a burgundy color. Let's go back over here. I want to use my own image. I'm going to click content and video. Going to click image. You see I have my image uploaded already, and we'll hit save. Come back over, refresh our page. And there we have our image, our custom image uploaded for our Hangout page. So let's see, I'm going to click content and video. And let's see, what do I want to do here? Let's go into the actual video. So where you see pre-video countdown status. You have two different videos that you can use. So your live videos will be on your actual, let me scroll down and show you. So you see where it says pre-video URL and your YouTube ID. This is actually where your live Google Hangout video will go. I want to jump into the pre-video and explain how awesome that is. So let's get back on track here. Pre-video countdown. Okay, so the pre-video countdown, I'm just going to put it to like, let's do about 27 seconds. So let's say your Hangout is going to start at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So people will start showing up 15 minutes, 30 minutes ahead of time. And typically what happens when you're watching a Hangout, when it goes live, people are looking at a version of the page that hasn't been refreshed. So the actual Hangout would have started. It may be, say, 6:02 p.m. and people are still looking at a cached version of the site. Well, what you can do with the Easy Hangout platform is once 6 p.m. comes, the page will refresh. So in the meantime, you can have them watching promotional videos. So let's go down to where it says pre-video URL. and this is the actual Hangout page here, the Hangout video. So watch what's going to happen. I have my text here. The Hangout will begin shortly. I have it at 27 seconds, and you put the whole YouTube URL in that you want people to see, or whatever video you want to see. Pre-video share button status, I have hide. I want to show those. So let's click save. You'll see the green bar up here means our content has been saved. I'm going to refresh this page.
You can't connect the dots looking forward.
So
Connect them looking backwards.
let me press pause on this video. So this is going to, I didn't want to put 26 minutes. Let me go back over here. Content and video. I'm going to put this to 0. And I'll do 19 seconds. I'm going to hit save. We'll see the green bar. Refresh this page. So this is the pre-Hangout page. So your participants, it could be a few minutes before 6 o'clock. And when it hits 0, it's going to refresh the page so your participants don't have to. So it's refresh the page. Now this would be your live Google Hangout.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
I'm going to press pause on that. So that's how the pre-video works out. So let me go back to content and video. I want to show you some other features. Let's see. This was the text that we shown. Pre-video controls. Now let me show you the controls. So I had no on the controls. I did have autoplay on the pre-video, and I did the video by ID, which means this is the whole ID there. So I want to show the controls. So let's go back, and I'll leave 19 seconds on the clock. Refresh this page.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them.
And now I can, these are the video controls where I can press play and pause.
So you have
Before it didn't have the play and pause option. And here we are back at the live Hangout site. I'm going to press pause on this. Let's jump back over here. Going back up to content and video. Let's get into other features. So that was the pre-Hangout. Now we're going to talk about the actual Hangout page. Video controls, I'm going to select no because I don't want people controlling it. And for the YouTube ID, remember on the pre-video there was the whole ID. Well, this is what a YouTube Hangout ID would look like. All you want to do is take this portion that's in red and you want to copy it in there. So that would be your ID. That's all you have to do. So video controls no, autoplay yes. On air, let me show you what that is. Let's see what's over here. Okay, so I'm going to show you the icons. So let me jump over to the share buttons. And right now it says hide. I want to show. So you see right along the left side, this is where the share buttons will show up. So I'm going to click save. Refresh this page. Going to click pause. And I don't know if I put show. So let me go back over here to share buttons. It's on hide. I want to show it. I'm going to click save. Refresh the page. I'm going to pause this video. So now we have our share icons right to the left. So you see right here, you have several options. This very bottom one there, it says on air. We have a couple of options in there. So I'm going to go over to content and video. And let's come down to video type. So we saw where it says on air. Now when your Hangout goes live, you can preset this to say live. I'll hit save. Refresh the page and it'll appear green so people know the Hangout is live. So just another neat little function that Easy Hangout has. Let's go back over content and video. Let's scroll down. We're going to talk about the video border. So right now we have show or hide. I'm just going to hide it so you can see what it looks like. So it's very faint, but now you just see the share icons. There was a transparent border around the side of the Hangout. I'll go back to it just so you can see. We're going to click content and video. And let's see, we're looking for video border. It says hide. I'm going to show it, but this time instead of medium transparency, I'm going to put no transparency. And if you want to change the color, you can do that as well. So I'm going to slide in here and let's just find a color that'll stand out. I want to show the video border. I'm going to hit save. And this is just to show you there's a number of things that you can do using Easy Hangout. So I'm going to just be doing different things just to show you that you can do a variety of things. So now you see that it has this funky green fluorescent color. Let's go back over here. Content and video. And I'm going to come down to the border section. I like the medium transparency. I'll hit save. Refresh my page. So this one has the medium transparency. Okay, moving along. Content and video. And let's scroll down. Okay, so we last discussed the video border. Now this is the announcement text. The announcement text, let me come back over to the Hangout page. You see right under the video, there is nothing there. So this is cool if you want to tell people what your Hangout is about. You just put your text there. You can do bold. You can do underline. A lot of cool features that you can have in there. So what we're going to do is where it says display announcement text, I want to say yes. And I have it on medium transparency. I'll show you the differences. So let's see. Okay, so here is my background. Here's my content there. So let's go back over here. Content and video. I'm gonna scroll down to my announcement text and announcement transparent background. You can do a full transparency. We'll hit save. Refresh the page. And now you see there is no transparency back there. So very hard to, it'll show up good on a white screen, but not on a screen with a background image. So just while we're here, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like if we did white. And I'll put in 6Fs. That's the color code for white. Can't tell how many that is. That should be it. Save. I'll refresh the page. And there is our content there on a white background. So just to show you the variety that what you can do with building your site. So I want to display my image. We'll come back over here, refresh our page. And I want a background. So let's come down to where we have that text. And it has full transparency. If you did no transparency, I might have shown that already. Let me just double check. Refreshing the page. Yeah, I did show that. Actually, I didn't. That was on the full white background. So here it is showing up on with a white background with our text on top. I'm going to do the medium transparency. Come back to content and video. Medium transparency. Save. Refresh the page. And there we have it on our medium transparency. So let's keep it moving. Content and video. So we've discussed video border. We've discussed the announcement text. Display announcement, yes or no. We did that. Announcement transparent background, we did that. And now we're going to get into our buttons under the video. So I realize there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different companies, and we've set this up with 3 different variables where you can connect to whatever company you're with. So this whole site was built dynamically. So if you have 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people on your team, you can invite each person to one Hangout site, and everyone can utilize it by putting in their affiliate link. So I'm going to discuss the 3 different variables here and different companies. So you see this one here. I'll start with this company, a travel company called Paycation. So with Paycation, this is the affiliate ID, and how their affiliate setup is. It actually looks like this. Let me just type this out. I'll come to a different browser. So this is affiliate ID, mhi.paycation.com. So this is what the affiliate structure looks like for Paycation. So let me come back over to our site. So this is what you're going to put in. This is just a default ID. So when you type this in, or when each affiliate types it in, I'm just going to type in here. They would put /paycation.com/?ID equals whatever their affiliate name is. So this is what they would put in the actual, I'll just put MHI. They would put this URL in their toolbar, and what will happen when they come to the site, it could be Derek Sharp, Paycation.com, /ID equals Derek Sharp, it's going to go to my affiliate site. So if you're a Paycation rep or your affiliate structure looks like this, where it's http://mhi.paycation.com, if your structure is like that, this is how you would put it in, and you would get the credit for it. So let me just backspace out of that. Same thing for Empower Network. Now this is how you would set it up. I forgot to mention, let me put this button to active, and you're going to select Assigned to Variable. Now for Empower Network affiliates, what you would do is put in part of the URL. You just select here, and yours is part of the URL because their structure is always .com/?ID equals. So whatever company you're with, you're always going to put empowernetwork.com/?ID equals for whatever company you're with. I'll put this button to active. And the last company, TotalLifeChanges.com. Now their structure is, their affiliate link structure is TotalLifeChanges.com/ whatever your user ID is. So you would just come here and you would select path, because this is what their affiliate structure looks like. So it's TotalLifeChanges.com/MHI. When you go to the toolbar and you type it in, this is what it's going to look like. Same thing for all three companies. You're just going to set it here how you want it to look. So you would do /?ID equals Derek Sharp. You know, whatever your company is, Easy Hangout. Just backspace out of there. So this is what that would look like. So hope that makes sense to you. And if you have any questions along the way, you can email support@easyhangout.com. Either myself or my assistant would be happy to explain it to you and get you going. So I'm going to select active. Now, these are buttons that I uploaded. You can always go to Google if you're looking for buttons, images, or any site, you know. So you would go images.google.com, and you could say join now button. And here's a bunch of buttons you can choose to upload to your Easy Hangout site. Okay, so let's jump back over here. Let's say I wanted to add a button. You just click add, and where it says upload custom button, you would hit yes, and that's how you upload a button. But let's say I wanted to use just a stock button. You can call this join, and I'll just http://easyhangout.com, and I'll leave it assigned to variable. This is just an example. So this is a stock button. I'll show you what these look like. Button background color. Let me just slide this here. I'll just make it this yellowish color. Button font color, I'll make it white. The font weight, we'll make it bold and make it active. And let's hit save. Let's come over to our Hangout site, refresh the page. And here are our buttons here. So I'll come over and let's just say I click here to join. That would take me to Empower Networks page. If I click Get Access Now, it'll take me to Total Life Changes. Okay, so this is how the buttons work. So let me come over to Content and Video again. And as I said at the top of the video, like this is the meat of building your Hangout page here. So this is just the buttons. And let's see, buttons. I'm gonna cancel that button because I don't want that. And let's see. Okay, I want to show you if you want to put a timer on the buttons. So let's say you put 23 seconds for buttons countdown time. So I'm going to hit save. Refresh the page. So it'll show a counter. So you might be saying in your Hangout, when the counter hits 0, you can get access to whatever you're selling, you know, Empower Network, Total Life Changes, whatever you're offering, and you'll see the buttons will appear in 2 seconds. And there you have the buttons. So that's how you use the counter for the buttons if you want to have a delayed response to your offer. So let's come back over to content and video. And we'll scroll down past the buttons. So those are our buttons. So now let's talk about your team members. Oftentimes you will watch a Hangout site and you see all these boxes at the bottom, but you don't know who they are. Well, with Easy Hangout, you can display everyone on your team. So I'm just going to display these team members here. So that way, prior to the site, during the site, people know who's actually on the Hangout. And it's a great way to brand yourself. If you're consistent with doing your Hangouts, people will get to know you by seeing you in the boxes to the right of the page and also at the bottom of the Hangout page. So a great way to brand yourself. So I'm going to click save. This is also a real-time feature. So you can change participants during the Hangout if you have people joining later. They don't have to refresh the page for those people to appear. So let's come over here and we'll give it a few seconds. And here are the people on the Hangout. Now I do want to show you, I did mention that, and this will appear on the right. So let me show you, I'm going to refresh the page here. Now let's say Lisa sent you a Facebook message saying, hey, I can't make the Hangout page.
Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Aaron, and
Let
welcome
me stop
to
this.
the first Team Coco Hangout on Google+. All right, awesome.
Okay, so Lisa can't make the Hangout. Let's say Lisa and Carlos can't make it. So we're going to come over to content and video. And let's find Lisa and Carlos. Okay, so there's Lisa. She can't make it, so we'll make her inactive. And Carlos can't make it either. So inactive. We're going to save content. Now you still see Lisa and Carlos there. We'll give it a few seconds and then they will disappear. So there we have it. We didn't refresh the page. They're gone automatically. Okay, so let's say you wanted to take away the offer. So you want to remove these buttons here at a certain time during the Hangout. You're telling people to join now and the offer is going to end. So what you would do is come over to your Hangout page, select content and video, and let's go down to the buttons. And you want to put buttons countdown status. So let's say we put it at 19 seconds. So let's jump over here. You see we have our videos. We're going to select save. We're going to come back over to our Hangout page And in about 15 seconds now, you see those, actually it's faster than that. The buttons are now gone away. So you can take away the offer. So you can either put a countdown when you want the buttons to appear. You can also put a countdown of when you want the buttons to reappear. Lastly, what I want to discuss is another real-time feature in the content and video section. And let's see. Let's scroll all the way down here. It's called video bottom text. And what that does is it will put a call to action or whatever you want right under the video. So just for the whole banner fatigue, when people keep looking at the same banners, you can say join us today and get access to our bonus. So we'll highlight this, make it bold. We'll make the size, let's say 28. Let's choose a color. I'll do red just so it'll stand out. And select save. Come back over to our Hangout site. And let's see, let me jump back over and make sure it's saved here. Content and video. Join us today. And let's come. And there our text is. Join us today and get access to our bonus. So as I said, this was the meat and potatoes of the site. You can see, it'll take a little time if you have your content already in place of what you're going to use. But I did just want to go through all the features of what you can do inside the content and video section.